I accept and I invite war. You know, so if that's what the people of Riyadh, Saudi Arabia want to see, well, let's give it to them.
I heard that. The Mexican Monster is in the building. Happy to have you. I got a question for you, though, a serious question. As athletes, we are defined by our resumes. And I think a lot of people would say Terence Crawford's an elite fighter, pound for pound, but he get the just dues because he couldn't get that fight. He gets the fight with Canelo, he wins. If you ask a lot of boxing fans, they think you are that guy, pound for pound, king of boxing, but you haven't got that fight yet. How do you truly feel knowing that you've been ducked and now you can't get the just dues because you should be the king of boxing?
You know, at the end of the day, some of the greatest things take time. Some of the greatest things in the world take patience. And I've been here for 11 years. I'm barely 28 years old right now, so I know my time is coming. I know with hard work and, you know, and me staying motivated, I know I could be the best in the world, but I just got to wait my time. I think everybody is starting to see that I'm fearless, I'm relentless, and I'll fight anybody to get my respect in the ring.
Yeah, what up, David? This is me, Chris, bro. I hung out with you. I hung out with your brother. I hung out with your pops. You guys are fucking a cool family to be with. Let me ask you, what is the relationship between you and your pops? What's the difference between you and your pops in the gym and you and your pops outside the boxing ring?
There's no difference between me and my dad. Me and my dad, you know, when we get out the gym and when we come in the gym, we've been boxing. He's been training me since I was 3 years old. So I have my whole life. I have 25 years boxing. So our life is boxing. Our life revolves around boxing. But my dad, you know, in my opinion, he's the one of the greatest fathers of all time because, you know, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be in this position. You know, there was a lot of times I wanted to quit on myself, and he had a plan since I was 3 years old, and he's taken us, you know, we've executed that plan perfectly. And without him, you know what I mean, I feel like my dad is the true essence of what a great father is supposed to do for his son. You know, he gave up on himself, but he didn't give up on me. You know, he put every single ounce of energy into me and my brother, and you know, now we get to, you know, we get to show the world, you know, what we're made out of.
One of the great things on this family show, it's really a family show, right, is that we have a guy on the show, and Chris, who doesn't even know. He dropped an F-bomb and didn't even know we did it. He looked at us, producer got in my ear, let's clean that up. And he's looking around like, what'd I say? It's just the way he talks. David, what were your thoughts on Terence Crawford's performance against Canelo? A guy, look, Canelo never ducked anyone in his career until you got to super middleweight. And he clearly has not fought you, even though you were the #1 guy. But otherwise, he's been a guy who's willing to fight everyone. And I have thoughts about that I want to ask you about in a minute. But first, I'd like to get your thoughts on Crawford's performance against Canelo, because he beat you to it. What do you think about how Crawford did?
First of all, I just want to give Terence Crawford a great congratulations. You know, he's reached a part in history that only so many fighters get to even accomplish in boxing. You know, he's one of the greatest of all time. There's nothing, you can't take that away from him. Terence Crawford should be on the Mount Rushmore in boxing, because not only did he go up 3 weight classes, he beat one of the best fighters of this generation. I don't remember any time in history where anybody has come up from 147 pounds and won the super middleweight championship. Not only just won, but the undisputed. He's won every single title. So, you know, man, that man, not only is he a great fighter, but you could tell in that fight by seeing this combination right now how much of a dog he is. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of fighters could take a lot of notes from Terence Crawford, not only physically, but take notes in the heart aspect. And I give it all up to Terence Crawford. You know, he's one of the greatest of all time. And, you know, we salute Terence Crawford.
Talking to maybe the most avoided fighter in boxing, the monster, David Benavidez. I want to ask you about Canelo, because this is my feeling has always been about him. He doesn't duck, and he will fight you eventually. But I always thought, even though you're Mexican-American, I always thought that he doesn't want to give up that crown until he's ready to go, and then he'll see what you got. So I've always believed he will fight you eventually, but not until he's ready to kind of pass the torch if you can beat him. Is that your feeling? Do you feel, I just want to know how you feel about how Canelo has handled your presence, which used to be right in his division.
So the way I've seen him handle my presence is he's definitely scared of me. You know, if you have a fighter talking so much trash in front of you, why don't you make an example of him to the world? Beat me in the ring and make a whole lot of money. But Canelo Alvarez, as you can see from every time he fights a guy that's big with power, like Bivol, you know what I mean? And he's not able to suppress these fighters as much as he's able to suppress the little fighters. You know what I mean? So he sees a lot of things in me that he can't stop. You know, not only does he see speed, does he see power, but he sees a lot of heart in me. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I'm going in there and I want to prove myself to the world that I'm the greatest fighter. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't scare me to get in there with another great fighter because I know that elevates me and who I am as a competitor. So that's I know for a fact that he sees in me. At the end of the day, he should have took the fight with me way back then because if he had a chance to beat me, it would have been back then. He has no chance of beating me now, especially now. I'm getting all this confidence. You know, I'm stepping into my prime. You know, I'm able to deal with these bigger shows better. You know what I mean? I'm able to thrive in these shows. I'm able to, every time I fight, I'm always winning by a significant amount. You know what I mean? So I'm learning my craft better and better each and every single fight. I'm gaining more confidence every single fight. And like I said, I really want to go in there and hurt people. I'm not a boxer. I'm a warrior, and I go in there, I tear everybody up.
I agree, by the way, with that analysis. I think Canelo's best chance to get you was when you were on your way up. And to be honest, David, I didn't think you took it as seriously then as you do now, the way Floyd caught Canelo on Canelo's way up. Now it's more of a problem. One of the things, guys, real quick, no one's ever beaten Canelo with Benavidez type style. The guys who beat Canelo move, right? Who has ever brought it to Canelo, because he's such a great counterpuncher also, and beaten him that way?
David, I got to ask you, bro, before you leave, because all the fans want to know this. Can you still make 168?
To be honest with you, man, let Terrence Crawford live. That's his weight class. I lost interest in 168 a long time ago. You know, I mean, I know that we could get offered a lot of money to go down to 168, but I'm more comfortable at 175. I'm chasing Beterbiev. I'm chasing Bivol. You know, I'm chasing these other bigger. I'm chasing Surdo Ramirez at cruiserweight. You know what I mean? So I've been at 168, but I have no interest in going down.
Dude's a maniac. Who's chasing? Who chases Beterbiev and Bivol? Who chases Beterbiev and Bivol?
Hey,
what's wrong with you?
And you're looking at the one that's going to chase all of them. Like these guys are monsters, but this is a monsters world. And we're going to thrive in this environment.
Hey, look, David, and you mentioned cruiserweight. Obviously, we'd all love to see a fight between David Benavidez and Jai Opetaia. That would be incredible. Maybe I'm crazy, but I've long believed that you could be the first, heavyweight champion that won his first title at what, 68? Would he be the first? Because Roy Jones' first title was at 160.
Roy Jones.
But his first, yeah.
I see what you're saying. To be honest with you, bro, I take it one step at a time. Right now, we got the good thing about me and David Benavidez' stock, we have a lot of great fights on the table. And you guys know I'm going to take every single one of them. I'm not going to run from anything because at the end of the day, this is my destiny. If it's my destiny to go through these hard fights and win these world titles, that's what I'm going to do. This is what boxing is about. I'm sick of seeing fighters getting the easiest fights just because they're getting the biggest paychecks. Like it don't. At the end of the day, it's not even about money. It's about giving the fans of boxing the fights that they deserve. They're paying the money at the end of the day, so fuck, let's go to war. Let's do what these people want to see us do, and let's go to war and may the best man win.
Hey, David. Obviously, we just seen the Terrence Crawford and Canelo. Is that still a fight that you would revisit and maybe go back to the table and try to get a fight with Canelo? Two Mexicans, right? Maybe he's passing the torch to you.
So, I feel like everything that's happening in my career, I'm in a great position in every single way. I wasn't going to go down to 168, but now if Canelo wants to come up, then, I got the WBC world title, 175. After I beat Bivol, I'm going to have all belts. So after that happens, now I'm the one who has the power. Now I'm the one. Canelo said he doesn't fight. He fights for greatness. He fights for titles. Well, let me go pick up all the titles, and let's come back into the table and talk.
Hey, David, check this out. As I'm sure you're aware, you are the cover boy of Ring Magazine this month.
Look at him.
Unavoidable. And by the way, guys, David, I love the way you did this because, as I told you, when you first got on the scene and rose to the level where you became the mandatory, really, I was like, yeah, but who is he beating? How is he beating them? Is he taking this thing seriously? And since then, you have absolutely erased any doubt that you are that guy. You are the guy the fans want to see, and you have earned it by taking on all comers and beating them up. We look forward to much, much more of that.
And I just want to tell everybody, if you guys doubt me in anything outside of the boxing, never doubt my character, never doubt my competitiveness. You know, I have the spirit of a warrior, and I'm, you know, extremely excited to show you guys against all the best fighters in the world what I'm really made of, because this is what I'm here for. This is my destiny, and I'm not going to stop until that's done.
David Benavidez, ladies and gentlemen.